Yeah, Bill
Let's talk
Belichick
Boston
coaching at
College.
Fenway Park. Yeah, speaking of Boston.
Yeah. Boston College. I think Bill O'Brien's a good coach. Personally.
He's a hell of a coach. I think
he's a heck of a coach.
Yeah, pound for pound, one of the best coaches in the ACC. I mean, last year was kind of meh, but when you talk about getting blood from a stone, exactly. When you talk about getting blood from a stone, nobody does it like Bill O'Brien does in the ACC.
He won 7 games last year, and now he's going to have really his own personnel in there. Like Thomas Castellanos was not his handpicked quarterback.
No,
completely different styles, and you saw that play out. You saw their heads butting to the point where he said, "I'm hurt. Peace."
Yep.
You know,
he got there so late, he really didn't have the opportunity that like Belichick did, for example, to make it work with.
He was about to be the offensive coordinator for the Buckeyes, and then look how all that played out.
Crazy.
And it took the right thing to pull him too. Like his wife has ties at BC and everything. Like that's why they ended up there. He loves it there. You got a quarterback battle going on with the Eagles. Grayson James, 6 starts last year when Castellanos was out. And then you got Dylan Lonergan, transfers in from Alabama. Who's winning that job?
I probably give the edge to the incumbent. Just to have half a season in the system, I think is a really big role. Plays a really big factor.
But do you bring in a transfer quarterback from Alabama if he's not going to play?
Well, you bring him in for competition. You bring him in for the potential of playing, but at least to start week 1, I think it just makes sense to give the hand to the guy with the experience. Either way, the offense isn't much to look at. I think Turbo Richard's pretty good back. Also one of the best names in the ACC. I think the rest of the roster
they lose Kai Robichaux.
Yeah, Robishaw's gone. So Richard becomes the main guy in that offense. They don't have the receivers that they used to have. I mean, their defense was getting pushed around last year by everybody that they faced. For them to have gone, 7-6 last year was like miraculous. So I think the roster is a little bit worse than it was last year. I don't know.
The one thing, surprisingly, they were really good against was they were pretty good on third down last year. Weirdly enough, they ranked pretty high in the ACC on third down. This feels like a team to me that's going to be very competitive, and it's not going to show in their record.
That's a good way of putting it. I think they're going to be in every game. Exactly, but they're not going to make a bowl game this year, in my opinion.
Right.